Good morning, Dr. Morrow. This is my Google Classroom that we've been having a hard time accessing. I figured I would just make a video to show you instead. Here's the main page with a welcome message. It welcomes the students and then it talks about how to navigate the virtual space and what each link or button means. The syllabus is also attached for the welcome message. Here's the syllabus. Goes over the course description after introduction material, the learning outcomes of the classroom, required materials, grading policy, brief assignment descriptions, so for all the assignments they will have to turn in, then a course schedule, tentative, with each week breakdown, dates, topics, reading materials, and assignments due. For a 16-week course, here are the course policies. Important dates as well. Here is the week 1 announcement. Foundations of Academic Writing is going to be the topic for the week, so it just welcomes the students. And then there is a bulleted list of just tasks that they'll have to complete. Things that they need to remember as well. And here's the week 2 announcement, building strong arguments and evidence. Again, welcoming them for the week. And another bulleted list of steps that they'll need to follow to be successful for that week. Click on classwork. There's a space for general questions that they can ask, and that's also in the welcome, and there's also another link for the syllabus. Week 1 and week 2 both have the assignment, and then they also have the 2 discussion questions for the week, so I'll go through both of those. The first assignment is deconstructing academic writing. Open it up. So it goes over the directions. Their task is to write a 500 to 700 word diagnostic essay, analyzing the stylistic and structural differences between the 2 articles that are presented. So they have to identify elements that define them as academic writing. They also will be reflecting on their own prior experiences with academic writing within their essay. Here are the directions. It tells them exactly what to do. Start with accessing the Understanding Academic Writing Basics slides in Canva. And then there's a Padlet at the end that they need to answer questions on. They will then read the Academic Writing Introduction article, read and study both of the following articles as well. So artificial intelligence, and there's also one about teachers' readiness and attention to teach artificial intelligence in school. And then after reading those articles, they will complete their essay. So here are the directions for the essay. Lets them know that they're completing a comparative analysis of the 2 articles, focusing on the differences stylistically and structurally. It goes over MLA and make sure that they're using the resources available. A little bulleted list again of what they need to make sure they complete, and their learning objectives. So here, and there's also an optional resource about tone. So here's the first article, Academic Writing Introduction. Here's the video, how to make your writing sound smarter. The tone, this is optional video. This is one of the articles, Artificial Intelligence, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The Science Direct article as well that they need to read. And here is the presentation slides on Canva. It just goes through an introduction of the basics of academic writing. And then at the end, they have a Padlet that they need to complete. Here are the instructions for the Padlet. Share one aspect of academic writing that you found challenging, confusing, or even surprisingly easy based on your own personal experiences. Then express how that challenge or ease makes you feel using a GIF, meme, or a short image. Let's see your reactions. And so this is one that I actually took from you from the first week of school. I really liked it, so it's something I will use in the future. Okay. Going back to the discussions for week 1. The first one is thinking back to your high school experiences. What do you anticipate will be the biggest differences or challenges when transitioning to college level academic writing? Share one specific example of a writing habit you might need to adjust or a new skill you're eager to develop. And then tells them to use academic language, respond to at least 2 classmates. The second discussion for week 1. When you're writing, who is your ideal audience and how does considering their background and expectations influence your word choice, organization, and tone? Provide an example from your own writing or even a past email or social media post where considering your audience was crucial. Again, give some more instructions. So that was week 1. For week 2, the assignment is over thesis statement and evidence. And there's some peer review practice as well. So again, gives them the instructions for the week, tells them the learning materials. They will be doing a Quizlet with flashcards over thesis statement. And then there's also another Padlet peer review. Here are the optional learning materials and learning objectives. The first one is the thesis statement flashcards. The second is the article from the Writing Center over thesis statements. This is the Padlet, and a video how to write a strong thesis statement, and another one optional. Here's the Padlet, and they're actually posting their thesis statement from their essay that they created last week in week 1 and providing feedback to 2 peers. The discussions are here as well. What makes it believable? Beyond simply finding information, how do you determine if a source or piece of evidence is truly credible and relevant to your argument? Share one red flag you look for in a source and explain why it raises a concern. Also gives them the instructions to respond to their peers. And then the final discussion post is think about a recent argument or discussion you had outside of academia with a friend, family member, or on social media. What kind of evidence did you or others use to support your points? How effective was it? What did you learn about the importance of using strong, relevant evidence? And again, responding to at least 2 of their peers. And that would be it. I'll take you back to the main page one more time, just in case I missed anything. Welcome message, week 1 message, and week 2 message. Thank you.